Okay, we're going to start numbering and drawing small alkane substituents. Let's see. So the first thing you want to do is take and number or identify the parent strand, number it, and then identify the things coming off of it like I've done on this one. So the longest chain is 8. That means it's an octane. And the things coming off, I like to have colored pencils by me and always use the same colored pencils. So I like to use yellow for my methane, pink for my ethane, green for my propane. You use whatever works for you, but I like to use the same colors for the same things coming off, so then I don't get messed up. So here I know that I've got on 5, I've got a methyl group coming off. On number 3, I've got ethyl group coming off. And on this problem, that's all they want you to do is just to identify what's coming off and what carbon they're coming off on. So as we look at this problem on Alex, you can expand the name and location block, and you can add as many rows as you need to. So we would add as many rows as we need to. Now, notice that I've also added the green here at the bottom. Remember that we want to make sure that we are numbering it so it always hits the lowest number. So if I look at the bottom numbers, I would get 4 and 6, but on the top numbers in the purple, I get 3 and 5. So I want the lowest number, so I'm going to go with the purple on the top because I got 3 and 5, where on the green numbers I got 4 and 6. So I'm going to go with the purple numbers. So as I do that, I'm just going to say my methyl group is at 5 and my ethyl group is at 3. Now, does it matter which one I number first? Not in this problem. But normally, as we go and we learn how to number, we're going to number alphabetically. So I would normally have put my ethyl at location 3 first because it's alphabetically first. It doesn't matter in this one. Okay, so let's do another one. This one is also under numbering and drawing small alkyl substitutes. They want you to add things. So on this one, you're going to add a methyl substitute at carbon number 2 to this organic molecule. So you would just take and count 1, 2. You're going to add this to your line structure, and you're going to follow the rules. So you're just going to add a line to represent your methyl, and that's it. You're done. So don't make this one too hard. Skeletal drawings, remember each point here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a heptane. And we would just start counting here, 1, 2. That's it. This is a condensed drawing, so you have to put it in as condensed. So again, if I'm adding a methyl at number 2 on this one and ethyl at number 3, we're going to add them a little differently. So as we add on number 2, 1, 2, we're going to put a CH2 or CH3 as a methyl right here. So as I bring a CH3, that's how I'm going to add it. And adding an ethyl, it's going to be a CH2, CH3 attached here at number 3. So that's what I'm going to attach here. Now I could have attached it this way, or I could have had it go this way. Either way is okay, but I do have to show my H's when I'm doing a condensed structure. Again, here we're going to identify the long strand, the parent strand, because we need to know what's the parent strand and what are things attached. So again, I picked not the straight line. I could have gone straight, but I chose not to do the straight line. And then I'm going to pick my methyl, my ethyl, and then we've got something funky I chose to do in blue here. This is an isopropyl. It's isopropyl because it's coming off the center of the propyl group, not at the end. So if it was the end, I'd use green, but I'm using blue here because it's coming off the middle of the group. So iso means off the middle, or it's the same on both sides of where it's coming off. So again, I'm going to count, but this one is very obvious. This coming from this side, 1, 2, something's coming off. If I come off 1, 2, there's nothing coming off until 5. So I'm going to go ahead and put the numbers in. And I don't have to worry about putting the green ones in because I know right away that it's going to be shorter to come this way with the purple. So then I can go ahead and start putting things in. My methyl group is coming off number 2. My ethyl group is coming off number 4. And I can just start counting what things are coming off. I'm not putting them in alphabetical order at this point. I'm just putting what's coming off as they come off. So my isopropyl is coming off number 5. Okay, so we're just identifying what's coming off at this point. Okay, now this one is again another one where I've got a condensed structure. I wanted to do another condensed structure because I think this one is harder than just doing the line diagram. So this one, we're going to put a methyl substitute off number 6. So counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So off this one, we're going to do a CH3. So putting a CH3 off that one. And then an ethyl off 5, so one back, we're going to put the CH2CH3. So we're going to do that. And usually if you have them back to back, you put one up and one down, just so they're not crowding each other. And then we're going to do an isopropyl off 4, so we're going to do that one coming up. And iso, remember, is in the middle of the chain, so we're going to do it in the middle of a carbon chain of 3. So a CH3 on either side with a CH in the middle. And that would be your condensed structure. So be real careful with that. Remember, each carbon has to have 4 attached to it. And that's where we're going to stop on this one.